What is going on, guys? In today's video I'm doing something a little different. As you saw in the title of this video, it's extremely kind of key for you guys to know what's going on. And so obviously I've been getting asked a lot of questions over DMs about this, and instead of replying to each and every one of you guys, I just decided I would reply to every single one of you guys with one video. So in this video I'm just going to cover every key point within the whole situation.
When did you start making Trickshot videos?
So about 2 years ago I started making Trickshot videos, and that's where I am now.
And why were you making Trickshot videos?
The original reason for Trickshot videos was to have fun. When I started to see the value in the whole social media thing, I began to start thinking maybe this could turn into more than just a little fun here and there, and so I took it a little more seriously, I guess.
So what happened between you and the USGA as it relates to Trickshot videos?
The USGA?
Yes.
So, you know, in the beginning, we had a few conversations with the USGA about my trick shots, and when I was in the growing stages, maybe at around 3,000 followers, they had said at that point in time that I was eligible and I had amateur status, no problems there whatsoever. And so I continuously did it. I think I got a little over 13,000 followers at this time. We got back together with the USGA and we talked to them about the whole situation. We were like, hey, is he still an amateur? What can and can't he do in order to maintain amateur status going forward? They said he's fine for now. We're going to talk to the USGA, have a meeting, and get back with you on that, and then we'll see what he can and can't do. So they did that, they got back, and basically I'm doing trick shots, not golf videos. So it's not like I'm showing off my golf skill in particular, it's that I'm showing off my trick shot skills. And so I'm totally fine to do what I'm doing, and I remain an amateur within the USGA's rules.
So at this point in time, you had not made any money off of trick shots, and you hadn't signed any contracts, and the USGA instructed you to reach out to who if you wanted to play college golf?
So yeah, no, I hadn't made money at this time. This was all based off maybe I had gotten some free product here and there at the very most. And obviously within these stages, around 13,000 followers, it was becoming kind of serious for me, but at the time it was still just a lot of fun. So yeah, they just told me to reach out to the NCAA and see what the rules were there, and if I had eligibility there or not. And so
what took place? Your dad made the phone call to the NCAA.
Yeah.
What did the NCAA inform your dad?
So basically, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting downstairs on the computer over there, and I was just researching YouTube videos, having fun, you know, like any high school kid would be doing. And basically my dad comes downstairs and he's like, hey son, I just had a phone call with the NCAA. And I was like, really? I mean, I didn't really know you were having a phone call with the NCAA. And he was like, yeah, so there's a few things we talked about, and I don't think you will be eligible if you continuously do your trick shot videos and grow. And I said, that's weird. So at the time it was just kind of like, okay, well that sucks if that's actually the case, but I guess we'll find out more information in later dates to come.
And what was the reason they gave your dad for not being eligible to play NCAA, and what were their solutions?
So there's a few solutions and a few reasons, and I will explain all of them. So basically the main reason why I was ineligible was because certain networks, like say ESPN for example, and obviously other networks, were posting my videos, and technically they were making money off of my image and my likeness. Now, they were just making money off of my trick shot image, but at the same time, since I was involving a golf ball, doing golf trick shot related videos, that was their main reason for why I was ineligible. So after they gave me the reason of why I was ineligible, we decided to try and figure out a solution, or at least they did. And so they gave me a few solutions, and they said, okay, one, by the time you show up to your college to play NCAA golf, you have to, one, either delete every single one of your videos, and not only that, you will have to get all of the networks that posted you and made money off of your likeness to also delete their videos of you. And I said, well, okay, let's rewind a second, you know, like, because if you think about it, say ESPN had posted it, another big network had posted it. Not only that, there was a ton of small networks that were small, but they were still making money off of me. I'm thinking to myself, well, there's virtually no way I can get these people to delete my videos. So, okay, now, like, is there any other solutions? He said, well, if you don't want to delete your videos on your end, you could also just make your account private. And so the immediate thoughts that went through my head were, okay, I did put in a lot of work for this, so I think I'm just going to have to kind of go the opposite direction of NCAA because, you know, I have put a lot of work into it, and this is my passion. So that was kind of my response to that.
So it seems like a lot of your followers consider this like the worst news possible. What's your opinion of not being able to play NCAA golf?
So, in my personal opinion on this situation for my life and my style of living and what I'm doing from here on out is it doesn't bother me, and it actually ended up helping me in the long run. And the reason being is I'm playing golf at a community college now. Community college level, and not to mention that I've known the coach for like 5 years, and so I have a good relationship with the coach, and I know a lot of players on the team. The college is 7 minutes from my house, so it's literally a tiny drive. I'm going to have a little extra time playing community college. Not only that, I get to live in the same house where my putting green is, where I get to do my trick shots. So it's not like I'm moving out, quitting trick shots, because if you think about it, if I were to play NCAA golf, I would probably be quitting trick shots, I mean, no matter what, because there isn't my putting green. I don't have time. I'm traveling constantly not every single day, but you know, I'm practicing a lot of the days and then traveling a lot of weekends. So I wouldn't have much time to do trick shots anyway. So quite honestly, I think it helped me. And so I'm not upset by all means with the NCAA. You know, rules are rules. So if I break a rule, then I have to pay for it, and I totally understand that. So from here on out, no, it's totally fine with me, and it actually ended up helping my career and how I want to proceed from here with golf and trick shots. So yeah, no, it's all good for me. I think it ended up working better.
What advice do you have for the generation coming up? Your generation is so different than my generation in that everybody's on social media, everybody's communicating, mass communicating. There's a lot of creativity out there. Kids that are in sports are creating their own channels, they're monetizing. But increasingly we're seeing where kids are getting called out by the NCAA for monetizing. The case in Florida, I think it was, University of Central Florida maybe, they had a kicker down there who got stripped of his eligibility because they couldn't come to an agreement, if you will.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have for kids that are talented in their sport, they're making content, and they want to go NCAA?
So I'll put it this way. When I started playing golf, my main goal and my main focus was, ever since I picked up a club, I said I want to get a scholarship to a D1 school. I want to play on a D1 college golf team. I mean, that was my main goal, and then after that I was like, you know, I'm 0 or 100. So if I go for something, I'm going at 110%. So of course, when I started playing golf, PGA Tour, D1. So what I'm going to say to you guys, if you are trying to go D1 or D2 or D3, I mean NCAA at any level, just be careful, okay? So like if trick shots or creative videos online and social media becomes a passion of yours, and that is like trumping your other passion for NCAA, by all means, go for the passion that is greater. In my opinion, that's what I did. Because trick shots became such a big passion in my life that I had to just go with what meant the most. And so yes, college means a ton to me, and NCAA college golf means a lot to me, right? Like that was a big important part of my life that I wanted to achieve, but at the same time, this goal over here is greater than this goal. So I'm going to choose this path. But if you guys have one path and you want to be an NCAA athlete, and maybe trick shots, creative videos online, YouTube videos isn't that big of a deal to you, but you are growing a following, I would suggest maybe be careful about growing that following if it's not truly one of your biggest passions within your life. That's the best advice I can give. Just be careful.
So no hard feelings here against the NCAA. They have their rules. You're just going to live by it. Choose a different path. Go community college. What is your future dream? Because obviously trick shots is not going to be a career.
Yeah.
So what's in it next?
I beg to differ. Trick shots could technically be a career, but that is not necessarily my dream, and obviously you know that because you're my dad. But yeah, after this, I want to keep doing trick shots, social media. I want to grow my pages. I mean, make enough money to survive, and make it into a business. Like, this is really what I want to do. This is like one of the biggest passions I've ever had. But golf, in the end, is a bigger passion to me. That's why you see so many swing videos, so much of me grinding on my social media. Like, not only trick shots, but I balance it with golf, because both of those are so important to me. And honestly, I think I might have more golf swings on my page than I do trick shots. And so there's a good balance. And in my opinion, yeah, I want to grow social media, trick shots, keep doing it, and then hopefully one day fund myself to go pro and play at the highest level, because that's always been my goal as well, ever since I started.
So how is your golf game, your competitive golf game looking? I know you took the summer off.
Yeah, no, I took this is a whole separate video I'm going to be doing after this, but I did end up taking the summer off, so that'll come next. But anyway, yeah, my golf game is actually doing really well now. First day of practice, I really struggled, and after that, I was like, okay, grind mode initiated, trick shots on the back burner. So went to the range every single night after practice, played 18 holes in the practice, with a team. Continuously try and do that every single day that I can, and then practice that night when I can, if I can, and hopefully I can. But yeah, no, it's really good, and I've been shooting right around par as of late, or under, and yeah, it's doing well. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning into this YouTube video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed this key information or whatever about my life. Leave a comment, suggest some video ideas for me below, because I really want to transition a little more into YouTube. I want to make some more videos for you guys on this platform that are a little longer than a 15-second Instagram video. So if you enjoyed this, please comment down below any suggestions you have. Thanks for watching. Peace, guys.